I want to show you right here. This will trip you out. This is on Crenshaw. This is where the routes used to be at. Right there, I believe I was right by the, I was on Crenshaw, and I believe right before Rodeo Exposition, about to make that right turn where the train station is at. And this is what's following me right here. This is just a good, clear view of how they following me. A regular person. I'm going to show you what they're doing, though. Look at this. Look how these planes be flying like shit.
Damn, I missed out, man.
Tell me if you ever seen planes flying like this.
Really?
You see they getting on the train if you look right back. If you look right back right here, look.
Damn, I missed out, man. It was a really...
Now you see this? Watch how these planes gonna be flying in formation. Watch this right here. Here's another view. Look. Okay, now look. I'm back at the park now. Now I'm back at the park. If you see, let me roll back just a little bit. Okay, you see that sign right there say exposition? And then watch this. Okay, the next shot. Now see, that's one plane, and there's actually, see there's two of them? If you seen it was two of them, it was flying in formation. I'm not going to rewind it again because it's movie player. Look, exactly, you'll see two of them. These planes constantly flying over my house, man, making this loud noise. And they keep trying to tell me this is legal. I don't understand this. Look at this right here. Look, boom. The same two planes again. You see them? Look, flying in formation. Very slow. It's military. See, this is what happened when you get a bail from a Latin bail bondsman and you got military relatives and they claim, we'll take 2,000 off. This is what they do. They're going to run a science project on your ass afterwards. Follow you all around the city with Black Hawks and helicopters and all kind of shit. Look at this. Constantly flying over me right there again. And now you see it's getting nightfall. You see it's getting kind of dark. You know, so it's just terrible, man, because from what I heard these people, since they say they so-called got rid of all the terrorists, that they're using the terrorist equipment on American civilians. So, you know, you got to watch out because I don't have no record. And if they could do all this shit to me and I don't have no record, and you got a record or something like that, whether it was a small crime or big, they can kill you. Well, right here, we continuing showing you that the plane's making a U-turn at night. See, they can do more at night because they feel that your camera, you wouldn't be able to physically visualize and see it saying Southwest or Continental or whatever they have. But you can look at the flight radar and it'll tell you what plane it is. It'll even show it doing a U-turn. Some cases, they turn the flight radar off. They turn their radar off so you can't get it.
Watch this, guys. Watch this. Look how I'm walking. Look, see how it comes over the gate?
Now watch. I'm showing you that these planes tracking my body. I'm not wasting time telling you nothing. I'm not a conspiracy. I love America. This is my country. I was born here. I'm just showing you some weirdo shit that I got input in. Terminator type shit. Look at this.
Watch this right here. Look.
Now as I go to the gate, did you see that light go back? Let me see if I can pull back a little bit.
Guys, watch this.
Now look, the light is behind the gate already.
Look how I'm walking. Look, see how it comes over the gate? Now watch this, right?
You seen it was coming forward? Now watch it went back because I went all the way into the wall. It's tracking my body. Body tracker. Heat tracker.
Yeah. Look. Look
Why
at
they
this.
want
I'm
to do
against
science
the wall.
things on science project on
Let's
me?
see.
I don't know. If you look to the left, you seen a drone blinking too. Excuse me, that wasn't a drone. Like I said, these are planes. Now watch, this is going to reveal it's a plane. Once
See
it
that?
come out, look what it does.
And that's a whole plane.
See, looks like a drone from far, right?
You see what I'm saying? Look at that.
Close up, it's an airplane.
Maybe you didn't see me catch that, but
It's a
that's a
military
whole plane
airplane.
following me. I hear these things equipped with radiation and all that. I even feel sick when they fly over me.
It's facts. Yes. I've been forced to just leave the house and go to LA when they fly this stuff over my house too much because it's just driving my nerves. So much sound, you see. But of course, I just constantly keep recording because you know what? God is the way, the truth, and the light. I never let man trick me, man. These people, I feel sorry for you brothers out there, man. I feel sorry for you brothers out there because these people using this stuff, they using stuff to go overboard to try to turn you into something you're not. Like I said, you got to remember, I just seen it on an educational video where a guy was saying, hey, they feel like they caught all the terrorists and they did as much as they want, you know, Iraq, all those places. So now this stuff is being used on American citizens. All you have to do is cross table with the wrong person, you know. All you have to do is cross table with the wrong person, you know. And me, myself, honestly, I'd rather have did no videos about this and kept my mouth shut. But when you got these people doing this, you got to imagine what kind of weapons they got up there, and you got to imagine what their intentions is. Can't be a good intention because after 9/11, I would think everybody that love America, you know, you really love America, I would think the first thing you would have said is, oh, no, I'm against that. We would have voted against this type of technology, especially on people that don't have felonies, don't have a record. So, I mean, what you're saying initially is you're taking the law into your own hands. You're taking the Bill of Rights and the amendments and throwing them out the window. Look at this one plane right here, man. I was driving down the street. I was going, I believe, near Central or something like that. More near where Fremont High School is, near that area. Now, look at that plane. You see how it's driving? And if you notice it broke, how it's flying. If you notice it broke his neck too to come down towards me. All right, this was in Inglewood Saturday. You know, I went to work and then, okay, now you see this plane right here. Okay, take a good look at it because I'm going to show you that same plane again. I'm going to show you that same plane again. It's going to be circling me. What it does is they have some type of tracking device. After my DA reject, they went on and put a tracking device on my car, and they decided that they was going to set me up and throw me in crimes. So since every time they try to get me in a crime, I mean, none of that shit ain't nothing I'm interested in. I know how to make big money legal. So, you know, they decided, well, look, we're going to sabotage his legal money, and we just going to harass the shit out of him when we see him in L.A. So it went from just agents and sending weirdos to my door and cars following me to the sheriff helicopters flying over me all the time, to personal helicopters all of a sudden, and then to personal planes, and now we to this level where they flying these planes right here. And what I'm going to show you is bona fide facts. Don't be fooled. This is not a plane filled with a family going on a trip. Low flying through the city at about probably 1,000 altitude.
What it looked like to me is they having fun flying it and they making a lot of money.
Now look, I'm a teacher. Now watch this right here. Here's these chemtrails, you know. Follow me everywhere I go to, and don't forget, I told you when I had bailed out. When I bailed out, I use Latin Bells bombing, and they say, hey, man, if you got military family, we got a special military plan. This was the special military plan right here.
Y'all something.
Send the military out to try all kind of, like I say, try all kind of tricks on you and, you know, try out stuff on you. Let you become a test subject, an unwilling test subject.
Sell the bread. I mean, buy Popeyes on the bread. Check this out. When you go to this program, you know, when you get put in, whatever this shit is, they call it gang stalking, covert harassment, overt harassment, FBI, NSA, CIA, whatever.
You could look it up, too. All you got to do is type in Google, gang stalking. All you got to do is type in covert harassment, or overt harassment, or even type in LAPD super spy program. One thing at the same time, too, don't get mixed up with some of those people that do gang stalking videos. That's just agents that they were told to make a channel to try to disregard the situation at hand, because, you know, if you keep the people stupid, then you can just keep milking the system like this. You know, watch how many, just watch how much activity and how much money's been burned.
You got military relatives, whatever. I don't know what sparked this, but you're gonna see this chemtrail everywhere you go. And you know, this program is meant to make you look schizophrenic, but I get
it's meant to make you look schizophrenic. You read more in it, they tell you each thing I've went through is things that are to come. You know, the stuff hovering over your house at night, which appears to be drones, which are these anti-gravity planes. You know, all that stuff, spying through your window and all that stuff. Weirdos coming to your door. All of a sudden, people bombarding you, trying to run you off the road. All this stuff is trickery they do to try to make you explode and hurt a regular American civilian. And then in return, they will appear wherever their agents are stopped at, and they'll gun you down, and they all get awards and act like they saved the day.
Guarantee you. I'm showing you right now this chemtrail right here. They've been spraying chemtrails where I was, just in marine and aviation. Now where I'm going to go, watch they spray them again. It's just a fact for you. Here's that plane I told you how they be moving. Look.
Now, if you notice, it was just one plane doing chemtrails. This one was on the left of me. Still in Inglewood.
Sitting right here, trying to follow me wherever I go.
And if I make a left, it'll make a left. If I make a right, it'll make a right. If I make a U-turn, it'll make a U-turn. This not just talk. I've seen it happen several times. Now look at the planes flying. You got a picture that you driving forward. You going down the La Brea Hill towards Rodeo. You know, you're going down the La Brea Hill towards you're gonna hit I believe Rodeo. And this thing right here is just flying kindly on the side of, connected with my car, synced in with my car. You see the trees you see the shadow of the trees moving. It's connected with my car. Then it decides it's gonna go over. You know, but I'm driving and holding the camera one way, so I couldn't get the great picture. But I'm sure you could get the picture of what's taking place. They're being tracked, you know, by whoever these people are.
That's one of the spy planes right there.
See that? This is a spy plane, 737.
See, we live by the jungle. See the chemtrail following me? Okay.
Once again, chemtrails follow me, and I told you I'm in a whole different place. Look, I'm on Coliseum right now. Now, we just came from Inglewood. We were just in Inglewood, down Inglewood, I believe that was, yeah, exactly. We was in Inglewood on La Brea, and here we are on Coliseum, and that same chemtrail plane following me. I have reason to believe those are the planes that's on the side. That's the technology they're using to boost in the air that looks like chemtrails.
Oh, I'm gonna show you more. Can't tell me that this ain't too much. Look at this shit.
Now this is an all-white plane. I heard these, if you could look on the internet, they produce chemtrails that's not visual, you know. Also, it's a spy plane with audio and video recording. Listen in the background so you hear what we was doing.
Look at this plane. One of the planes that followed me. Coming straight towards my car in traffic.
Now, I'm in traffic. Like I said, I'm going straight ahead. This is actually to the left of me, so I just had a camera pointed to the left, and this is what it's catching. A plane. Once again, this plane is locked on my car, too. So, I mean, it was no need for me to move. I went on and put my emergency zone so I could catch some good footage of this, because a lot of times when you catch this footage of this stuff, it's proof.
I put the
proof is taking place.
blinkers on.
Like you heard, I said I had the blinkers on. I just stayed right there. Look, watch this. You see where I'm at? I was parked right there in the middle of the road with my blinkers on. This show you how much their job is to disturb your regular life. So if you record music or if you sell stuff at the swap meet, they're going to come try to sell you stolen stuff. Then they're going to send people up there with fake money. Yeah. They're going to send the little fake gang members. The dudes that was gangbanging that you never knew was working with the law. They're going to send them around you also. And they're going to play tough, you know, hoping for you to, you know, become combative, knock them out or something like that so everybody can get paid off a charge.
You know, keep going down.
Sending these little weird vans like this, you know what's going on when you pull up. Strange vehicles pull up out of nowhere. No plates. You see all the stuff I'm going through, and this person ride with no plates. So, I mean, that's not that I'm saying that this person shouldn't be able to move. I'm saying that that's an impossible. this person is connected with somebody, because over in LA they always take cars. That's how they make a lot of money. They become they get promoted from taking cars. You never knew a police could move up to a deputy and all these different things from impounding cars.
You go on San Pedro, or you go under the freeway, they got niggas.
It also is very slow flying. Look, it's not a fast flying.
Now, that's one of the planes right there. You see, this is an all-day thing when you out in LA. And then listen to the background.
House constant.
They shooting hoops. People shooting hoops. And we got spy planes flying over and stuff like that. And see, this is the same thing they do over my house. They're flying unlimited. You ever heard somebody say they have unlimited hours? That's what these people got.
That's how you play! That's how you play! Yeah, that's how you play! You don't got those tricks to get it out!
You just see constant back and forth. I can even show you flight radar so you can see who exactly it is. Let's move it up. Look, another one. The famous no writing, you know? Nothing written at the bottom. It's military. And you gotta understand, I live out here in Victorville where they have a so-called airplane graveyard. You look it up, you see they have a lot of these exact same planes that I'm speaking about. I wonder if they're coming from there. Well, I know that they're all connected together, I'll tell you that, because I've been harassed in both cities. And they'll follow me from one city to this city.
Put it up.
Every time you turn around, it's planes following you. And this just is more night footage, you know. You got to imagine to yourself when you see this, how do you even be able to survive and live a regular life when you constantly getting harassed by planes, helicopters, agents on foot, you know. And they tried other things on foot also, but sometimes I don't catch those people on camera. Well, most of the time, every time I catch them on camera, because I have multiple different types of recording devices. Some of them that's covert, that people don't know I'm recording. And the thing about it is I've used these things for a long time, just for my safety. Because you know what? This show you how tricky people are. This show you how tricky things can get.
See this? And they fly this over my house all night, making these noises, constantly harassing me. So I'm showing you this. Some reason these people are ignorant enough to think that they need to escort me home, escort me to the stores.
Now you see two different planes flying past each other. What is the point of that? I mean, one's shooting radiation and the other one's shooting the death ray. One's dropping smoke and the other one's dropping poison. Oh, okay, you want me to believe one got a 4-megapixel camera and they need the other one to carry the film. I mean, what's the point of two of these things following people like that? I'm just showing you guys how these people smoke the budget out. And a lot of times, you know, I believe they shoot the victim after it, you know what I'm saying, or throw a twist on them. I'm covered by God, so I'm not worried about it, and I work with the Spirit of God, so I'm not going to talk about things until God tells me to. It's been told for me, you know, it's time for me to come out about this part, you know, because this is dangerous. This is unhealthy to any civilized civilian.
All these drones in there.
This is unhealthy to anyone, if you understand what I'm saying also. Because I don't want you to think you should use it on nobody. This type of force, it doesn't make no sense.
A plane and drones. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, they're both planes. I was thinking it was drones. One of them at a different altitude. So it has a light that really appears like that. See, it can fly very high, even stop in place and just sit. And it has beautiful cameras and audio recording.
How much technology need to be used on one person?
You see what I'm asking the world? How much technology should be used on one person? Especially after I didn't get told anything. Didn't no judge or anybody tell me, hey man, we're going to be investigating you. Didn't nobody tell me that. I did have a run-in with that last female officer at the LAPD when I told her, hey man, y'all tricked me into taking my $10,000. And that's when she said, oh yeah, what's your name? And that's when she went and made a call and this stuff started taking place. So you got to understand, that's what's really going on. It's a lot of funny stuff going on at Southwest LAPD, and they need a fall guy. And I believe they think that I'm the fall guy. But you know what I'm saying? The devil's a lie. God is exalted.
Let me show you where my locator at. There, right.
Now, what I'm showing you right here, this has been going on for a year. Look, I wasn't notified that this was going to take place or nothing. I had a DA reject, and that was that. I went back to living my regular life, doing everything I normally do. But I did notice that, you know, weird people start coming up to me and acting combative and trying to, you know, entangle me into their web of crime. So I instantly recognized it was police. I've been living in LA all my life. I know both sides of the fence, and people know me as a good person. But continue on, and let's watch right here. This right here is you know, for a minute I got mistaken for a long time. I thought these things were drones. But believe it or not, these things are not drones. These are some kind of a plane the military's flying, an anti-gravity plane, where they actually sit in the air at night with the light on. And they flying from a certain longitude and latitude. You see, that was on La Cienega, we in Inglewood near the freeway. They flying from a longitude and a latitude that it appears to appear like a drone or a light, but these are military planes, man. I'm gonna show you a video that's gonna show you what they are equipped with, so to show you that I'm not just talking. Mind you, in this video, every Saturday, the last Saturday of the month, every month we have a thing called TRW, where we buy and resell computers. Some of them are disregarded from school and everything, but it's a government facility. It's a government, so I'm going there because that's where I work at. I'm a resalesman. I also have a license and everything by the state to do what I'm doing, so I'm not doing anything illegal. But watch this video as you see the military planes going to follow. It's a little vague because I've been putting up a lot of videos, so they try not to. They basically try to fly at a further distance. As you can see, it's right here. Watch that light right there. They try to fly at a further distance, so in hope that you can't catch this footage. But this is footage you need. You need this footage for people to see because you know, it's some wicked people, man. These people using high-tech technology for. And the thing about it is, they'll follow me like this, and they'll have agents that's following me right now while I'm driving, and they'll be setting up where I'm going to sell at. You see it right there, that light blink? I turned on the night vision right there, so you see it. See, okay, perfect. You see what the night vision does. As I'm riding on the freeway, I just have the camera turned to the side and just letting it stream, and you see what I'm recording. And follow. Like I said, once again, I was never notified this would take place or nothing like that. Now, this is another thing that takes place every time I would go somewhere. You get your mobile home. You get your normal mobile home, which is really a command center. And now I'm going to tell you this right here. I've been working at this place for, over 5 years. And probably over 8 to 9 years. And no homeless person or nobody sleeping in a mobile home in a military parking lot. You see? And there go those planes right there. They'll just constantly fly by, you know. They'll fly by at the top. Let's see if we can move it up to the daytime for you.
Now, if this was the FBI, from what I've heard.
Now, yeah, because I notified the FBI and told them about this, and then everybody seems as if dumbfounded, like, oh, we don't have any idea what could be taking place. We don't have nothing about you. Which I already know because I'm not a criminal, but I know you guys got a tracking device on my car and they're using it to, basically keep trying to set me up, and that's a, breach of, excuse me, I don't know exactly which amendment. I have it written down, but that is against your amendments, against your rights. So you see, like, look at this. Look how many times this thing, how much money's being wasted for this thing to fly like this. I had to be at work. I've been there since, what time would we say? 6:30 maybe I made it there. 6:30, had to sit in the car till 8 o'clock. And look at this thing. And these are those planes. You see how different it looks in the nighttime? It appears to be. And look, you see how it can stop and levitate and all these different things? Now watch this. Let me give you some shots of it in the daytime. You see it? There it is again. It's just constantly circling. I want to show you the street I'm on. Aviation. It's actually marine and aviation. And this thing's flying over Northrop. You know, so. Then you get strangers like this in Sprinter vans. Let's get the plane now. I want you to see this plane. Okay, you see how it's looking now? Now it's more of a plane with a light. Now you see it turned off the light at that moment. Did you see that? So now it's trying to appear as a plane, which it is a plane, excuse me, but some man-made technology where they're trying to run trickery. Now this is crazy. Look, he turned the light back on. Why would you want to run this type of trickery on regular civilians? Why would you want to fuel civilians to have any issue with a plane after September 11th? After September 11th, this is how you spit in those people's graves, by now striking civilians with planes. So you would think after September 11th, especially since we have so much bad stuff happen to them, you know, all those innocent people lost their life in them buildings by those peons in the planes, you would never think that American soldiers will vow to do something similar to America's civilians. Look at this thing. Here's that low-flying plane circling, I believe it's circling the park where I am, which is, I believe, this is Rodeo Park over there by Dorsey, Crenshaw and Rodeo. La Brea and Rodeo. So look at this thing, man. It'll just circle. You see what I'm saying? It just really doesn't make no sense. It's a low-flying plane, and it's not just one of them. The thing is they're following me with an over. You know, they're just overdoing it. They're overdoing it. You know, they're just not doing it right. So many planes, you know, it started to, you know, all these planes following over you, over and over. Who's to say they didn't do this to the terrorists? You see what I'm saying? Look, I'm at work right here. That wasn't even a SWAT meet. I'm at work. Look how low this plane's flying over my job. You see what I'm saying? To take pictures of the stuff I'm selling? It can't be that, because you got agents coming on foot walking up to me too. So it can't be doing video and audio. You got agents walking up to me, and there's nothing going on. Even though this plane says whatever it says on it, Alaska and all that, I'm going to tell you, you need to Google these planes. A lot of times, this is why when I get in touch with the FAA, they don't want me to send them the footage and they won't let me bring it in. But when I talk to the FBI, they said the FAA is supposed to let me bring it in. You see what I'm saying? Because there's some funny activity, and you can't really blame who is it. You know, who it is exactly. But I know where it all took place. And look, I'm at the SWAT meet, man, selling. And look how much they keep trying to fly over me to try to keep my eye on them, you know, recording with the camera. But I'll tell you this, you better record with the camera. You better record with the camera, man. You feel me? These people right here will kill you. They'll murder you. They'll have you murdered, man, and act like they don't know what happened. And the rest of the other people just standard mind, standard thinking, so they wouldn't understand. They wouldn't know anything big happened, you know. But these people, these are hitmen. And like I said, this happened after I got a DA reject at the Southwest LAPD. And they even have a flight force. Southwest LAPD does. Even LAPD, you see what I'm selling? Look, computers. Even LAPD headquarters, one of their detectives, man, put a phone in my name. If you Google it, you Google my name first and last. Now look at all these. So look how many crafts they're using. I mean, they're like 100 mosquitoes on one little bitty bag of blood. You see what I'm saying? They're eating. They're eating. And like I showed you in previous videos, it'll appear that, oh, okay, these are planes just flying. You're near an airport. Man, I've been going to, like I said, I've been working at this place over 8 years. And I never had a plane fly low over me. But I know what's going on because when I was working out at LA Fitness, I seen the Latino LAPD cops. I know the day that they put the tracking devices on my vehicle. I seen them because they drove up looking funny. And you should see the thing these cops do. They try to drive up faking like they gang members, you know what I'm saying, so you could go into action with them. And either they can be able to overtake you or they can get overtaken and become a martyr and get all this extra money, you know, bleed the system, when in real reality, that's not even police work. That's not police work, man, when you popping out on somebody without identifying yourself and eyeballing and acting tough. Look at this. Right there, if you seen what that was, I tried to chase it around there. Man, that was a hang glider. Sometime the cops be coming on hang gliders, man, over my job. I tell you, you would think I'm bullshitting, but whoever money they wasting, they got a humongous budget. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to show you, not only am I showing you analog footage right here where you can see these crafts following me. You know, I have GPS flight radar footage that will show you the exact number on the plane. And a lot of time, all these planes come from the same area. You know, not only do they come from LA and follow me in LA, they come from LA and fly over my house constantly in Victorville, especially these standard planes, man. And I'm going to tell you this, if I go to another community, when I turn flight radar on, those same planes are flying over me again. And it doesn't have nothing to do with Alright, look, let me show you something, okay? Now look, as you'll see, I'm going to show you the planes circling me at night, you know, right here at the park. Now look, do you see the one to the right? That's one going forward. Notice one is going to be coming right straight ahead. Look, going across it. Now, how do you need that much technology to be watching one individual? We already know this is 2019. One plane is equipped with night vision and equipped with cameras that can see all the way down to bumps on your face. I believe it was saying like one camera that's called a terapixel camera, where it's like over 4,000 cameras mounted to create one camera. I'm just saying from what I've seen on the internet. Sure, these guys might laugh because they know it's better technology, but here we go with two planes. So this is proven to you. This is not standard planes that be following me. Even if it may say Continental Airlines or it may say United Airlines. Because I'm going to also show you on the internet where it's been told that these are cloaked planes that, I won't say who's the people behind these planes, but I'm just showing what's happening to me. You clearly see with it all together right then and there, that's a plane. I know some people on the internet making them into something else, but this is a plane. So what I showed you right there is that it was no way possible that two planes should be flying. Now watch this. Remember how I told you at night they appear to be a dot or a drone?
You got your drones.
Excuse me for my ignorance, because I was calling the drone.
Everywhere.
Now essentially what these are is other planes. They're levitating, anti-gravity planes. I know you look and say, man, why would they be following you with this? Man, the only thing I could think is that, you know, like I said, when I post bail, you have the American military that says that, hey, we'll give you half off if your dad's a vet. My dad was a vet with honorable discharge, and so was my granddad and his dad. You know, so I don't know, man, but I believe somebody's in kill mode with this technology because they're flying it over my home. Right now, when I was just speaking, I heard the G-force over my home constantly, you know, and I've watched videos where they say they're equipped with radiation. So think about it. They're attacking you, man, and you have to take it. Not to say the LAPD using my old number, calling all the women and telling them whatever he telling them about me, because all of a sudden when you call people, they don't answer no more. Or, you know what I'm saying, people scared to even talk to you when they see what's happening to you. Because, you know, the average-minded person, I'm right with God, but the average-minded person, they afraid they're going to lose their life. You see what I'm saying? This is video I'm showing you, the plane making a U-turn. You see, and you hear the kind of music we playing in the background, so I'm out there with a bunch of old men. Look at all those other planes in front of it. Look, you see those white lights? Now, honestly, I won't even lie to you. I don't know what those was. I would just say fireflies. I'm going to just guess that, but believe me, they've been using so much technology on me, man. I'm talking about big technology. And it's terrible, man, because shit, y'all, they could have gave me a job. But then again, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't want a job where I need to stalk an American and try to turn him into a monster. I wouldn't be interested in that. I'm interested